The call came while I was counting breaths in the hospital hallway. 3 slow inhales, 4 seconds each, the kind of counting you do when panic is hunting you. Your son was found in a locked vehicle, the voice said, flat, professional. Temperature was rising. He's stable. Stable. Such a clean word for something that could have ended without one. I slid down the wall, phone still pressed to my ear, staring at my hands like they belonged to someone else. I could still see him that morning, chocolate smudged on his lip, eyes wide, guilty but gentle. 8 years old, afraid of disappointing me. My sister's driveway flashed in my mind, her SUV, tinted windows. The voice kept talking. Timelines, officers, statements. I heard only one sentence repeating, drilling inward. She did this on purpose. There was no scream inside me, no tears, just a slow surgical rearranging of reality. Because accidents carry chaos. This had structure. And my sister had always loved structure, rules, punishments, lessons, especially when they weren't hers to endure. When the call ended, I stood up calmly, too calmly. That's when I knew something in me had sealed shut. Whatever came next wouldn't be loud. It would be precise. She told the story before I asked. That alone told me everything. He wouldn't listen, she said later, folding her arms. Kids need consequences. Her voice was steady, rehearsed, like she'd practiced it in the mirror. I watched her mouth move and felt something tilt inside me. This wasn't just cruelty, it was performance. A need to dominate dressed up as discipline. The betrayal wasn't new, it was cumulative. Years of her correcting my parenting, questioning my boundaries, undermining my authority in front of my own child. She had always needed control. I had always needed peace. I replayed the gaps, the 15 minutes she ran inside, the neighbor who heard crying but assumed tantrum, the fact that she never called me. She said she didn't think it was dangerous, but she checked the locks. That detail slipped out by accident. I didn't argue, didn't accuse. I nodded, stored it away. Because denial isn't loud. It's quiet acceptance while the mind sharpens. I moved like nothing had changed. Spool drop-offs, work emails, hospital follow-ups. At night, I assembled truth. I pulled traffic cam timestamps from a friend who worked municipal IT, matched them with weather data, calculated internal vehicle temperature rise. I requested the police report without emotion, read it like a contract. My son told me everything in fragments. I never interrupted. Children don't lie when they're afraid. They just pause. She said I'd learn, he whispered once. That sentence burned slower than anger. I consulted a lawyer quietly, not for revenge, for accuracy. I let my sister text apologies that never used my son's name. I let my parents urge family unity. Externally, I was compliant. Internally, I was building a cage made of facts. No confrontations, not yet. Truth needs room to echo. The medical report arrived on a Tuesday. Heat exposure, early-stage hyperthermia, minutes from irreversible damage. I printed 2 copies, one for the court, one for her. When I handed it over, I didn't speak. She scanned the page, smiling at first, until her eyes stopped moving. Silence stretched. Her breath changed. "They're exaggerating," she said, too fast. I tilted my head. "Then why did you lock the doors twice?" Her mouth opened, closed. I slid the second document forward. Surveillance stills, time-stamped. The performance collapsed. She cried. I didn't. I watched her realize that control had finally slipped from her hands and that I had been holding it the entire time. I didn't raise my voice, didn't threaten, I filed the charges and let the system do what systems do best when fed clean data. At the hearing, I spoke only once. I trusted her, I said. Nothing more. My sister avoided my eyes. My parents finally understood silence. The judge didn't need drama, only intent. Her reputation fractured quietly. Her authority dissolved in public record. And when she tried to apologize, really apologize, I stepped back. I believe you're sorry, I said. For yourself. That hurt her more than shouting ever could. I changed the locks, changed routines, changed what I tolerated. My son sleeps through the night now. As for me, I no longer confuse blood with safety. Justice wasn't loud, it was administrative. And when people ask why I don't speak to my sister anymore, I don't explain. I simply say, she showed me who she was. I believed her. And that belief set me free.